there's something wonky with my Draco and my joystick, so
Okay.
I dumped that for a minute. Chop in the Twin Otter. Save time. I'll start on the runway. There, that's better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What do you mean,
I already had an uh-oh. I had changed planes. You disappeared last week, Silky.
I think I'm facing the wrong way for this wind.
Yeah, live weather is clear on my end anyway.
Yep, just a little breezy. I mean, I go out here and get in the dirt and face the other way. All right. That should work a little bit better. We waiting on anybody?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
looks like
No.
I'm good.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready when you are.
Let's get
How
out
about
of
you,
here.
Silky? You good?
She said, "Uh-oh," and that's all I heard.
Uh-oh. There.
Okay.
Rip. Computer issue or dog issue?
Or real life issue.
Either or.
It happens.
It does happen.
The computer was running fine earlier when we did this trip through South America.
Yeah.
So then it worked good for her. She fixed the issue that she had with the black screens.
Yeah, it's something to do with the fan speed I saw.
Yeah, yeah. So she fixed that, it seems.
Well, I think we can probably get rolling. She can be able to catch up, I think.
But she's probably gonna take the co-wireless anyway again. I guess the fast fits are good anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get in the air then.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Move it.
There we go. Oh yeah. And away we go. Oop. Not paying attention to where I'm going. Just to think I'm going the right way. Yeah. Looks.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, whatever. We're off the ground. It doesn't matter.
What's the problem?
Oh, I just skidded off the runway on my takeoff roll.
Gotcha.
Why would you do that?
Alright, let's go into heading mode. Yeah, damper, AP. And BS mode. There we go. Yep, 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 yep.
Okay, second try.
Yeah, I think I got something working now.
Yep. You sound good at least.
Cool. Y'all already left? I don't know.
We
Yeah.
we
2
just
minutes.
took off, ago. Just
took
took
off.
off.
All right. Parking brake.
Let's go 6,000. BS. Up, 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 up. All right. Can adjust this a little bit. Oop, we have icing. What?
Already?
Yeah, no clouds, nothing. Okay, whatever. I'll just,
An atmospheric anomaly.
yeah. Yeah, I'm also in the beta, so I don't know.
Pretty much 0 degrees Celsius for me. And I'm on mild
Yeah,
weather. So it's
yeah. I'm definitely below zero here, so. But it's mostly clear. I mean, I do see some clouds off to the, see what's be kind of to the north there, but
see
for the most,
haze, but no real clouds.
yeah, I mean, it could be the haze for the most part, but the ice took care of it, so we're good there.
What's the altitude for the day?
I am currently at 6,000 and looks like it's pretty good, at least for a bit.
Copy that.
Let me scroll out here and see what it looks like if we're gonna hit anything. Nah, I think this is a pretty safe altitude. Although this flight plan is broke. Yep. So I'll have to make some adjustments. Let's see. So that looks right. Where is it breaking at, I wonder? Ah, yeah. It's thinks that. Why? That's so weird. Wonder if I can insert
Wow, I guess this is good.
before
Holy.
FPL 00
Um,
1.
what's that doing?
Find. Cancel. Cancel.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
My allergies are gonna kill me. Today is the day.
What the hell is that light blinking? I got a freaking light in the door blinking. Crap is that?
Why? Let's see, I wonder if I can change it. Menu. Flight plan. So, if I do, no, nope, back.
All right, 6,000.
Well, for you,
Now,
on,
let's see if I fix this up.
Sorry, what was it?
are you on the beta?
I am. Yep.
Okay.
I'm using Unifly, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in the beta. I was hoping that it would be mainline by now, but nope. It just runs better for me, so that's why I'm still over here.
The frame gen is nice.
Yeah, the frame gen seems to work really nice in the beta.
It looks much better than it did before.
Yep. And it seems to play nice with my G-Sync monitor for the most part. So, yeah. It's the only way I can get rid of screen tearing. Is to run G-Sync, so.
I am doing LaForge.
Yeah, I saw that it was a fan speed issue.
Yeah.
And that is a PNY is doing that? They're like, nope, we're just gonna limit it to 30%. That's as fast as you can go.
So it's something to do with the NVIDIA API. And I don't know exactly. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what happened there. I was wondering if it was a mass problem with PNY or something. I looked it up. Not a mass problem with PNY. I think I got a one-off. The major problem seems to be there was that people were complaining that it wouldn't come off of 30% and go to idle. So
It would just stick there and not.
yeah. But it would go up, but it wouldn't. So mine wouldn't do either. Mine would not go to 0, and it wouldn't go anything above 30%.
So even when you're like sitting on at the desktop and not doing anything, like your fans are spinning at 30%.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what everybody was complaining about. It's like, I'm setting a desktop. It should be, 0, 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Right.
But at any rate, yeah. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but I ended up with one that wouldn't do either. Just stuck at 30%. And surprisingly, the only thing that actually set it off was 24. I mean, I ran Heaven Benchmark for like 10 minutes and never set it off. And ran
And even though the fan speed never got above 30%.
30%, yeah.
That's wild.
And well, I got a case that's got like massive fans all in it, and there's a lot. That's one of the main things. My last computer had a lot of problems with cooling, so for this one, I probably overdid it. But yeah, even at 30% running Heaven, it was only running like 58 degrees Celsius. So, and of course you can't make Heaven go to 4K. The biggest you can make Heaven do is 2K.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. I'm sure if it would have been 4K, it would have been like 70, 75 degrees. But yeah, so apparently that was it. Somewhere in between an hour and a half and 2 hours. And I guess it had built up enough heat and wasn't getting rid of enough.
Yeah.
My guess is that there's some parameter in there that says 60 degrees Celsius is the cutoff if the fans aren't at X or, at a certain amount, percentage at 60 degrees Celsius, then shut it down.
Right.
And boop. That's it. Black screen.
That is so weird.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Now, could you use something like Afterburner or anything to do custom fan curves, or?
That's what I did. That's how I found it was Afterburner.
Okay.
Doing the undervolt. So I was
Yeah.
doing the undervolt, and I kept looking. I was like, man, that fan speed's not coming off of 30 anywhere. So then I looked it up and saw something about it, and then I was like, okay, let me go in there. And when I opened it up for the curve, it was pretty much flat. And I was like, what? So then I just grabbed the curve and did what I needed to do.
Right.
And yeah, it stayed running for like 4 hours and 20 minutes when I shut it off.
Right.
So I don't know how the Climax is going to work in this, but as far as all that goes, but so far so good.
Hmm.
And I'm still on beta.
Now, can you set a proper curve so it will eventually go to idle? Or is it just, or basically you're just like, well, then we have to just run it at 40% or whatever
I
for,
didn't mess with the bottom end of it. I didn't touch the bottom end of it. I was like, okay, 30%, whatever. Because
that's the minimum.
yeah, I just left it there.
Okay,
I didn't even try to adjust it.
gotcha.
I just grabbed it at like 45 degrees and started ramping up from there.
Gotcha.
And I'm not really worried about it running 30% at desktop because pretty much the only thing I'm on this thing for is for simming. So it ain't going to be at 30% too long anyway.
Gotcha.
We gonna make it work.
That's so wild.
You know, like I said, I was half tempted to RMA it if it wasn't such a pain in the butt to put it all back in the box and send it back and all that. RMA it for the fan won't come off at 30%.
Right.
Bastards. Took me a week.
That's so weird.
That.
Yeah. Not exactly ideal.
No. No, definitely not. Oh shit. Yeah, if you're on beta, I'm not seeing you, but I'm probably on a different fucking multiplayer server.
I'm on West. I did do West.
Yeah. That's why. We'll go save back. Okay, we'll see if you pop up.
And I don't know what my flight plan looks like in here. I'm just kind of cruising. I mean, I got the plan on the GPS, but I didn't check the flight plan to see if all the waypoints are in there or anything.
No, it's still jacked up. I mean, oh, I see you. You're way over there.
Wait a second, where are you at?
I'm down
there
here.
you are.
Yeah. It seems to load fine into the tablet. But yeah, pulling into the actual avionics is not correct. So
if you got a good flight plan, I'll just come over and follow you.
yeah, I mean, I'm just following the tablet.
Okay.
So I'm having to just kind of fiddle with my heading.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I was doing, following the magenta line, because this old bird doesn't like to follow the magenta line.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's good over here on the EFB at least, so really wish they would fix that import bug. So I bought the 777. I shouldn't have, but I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Yep. But now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fiddle with MobiFlight and get away from the WinWing software, or at least try to. So I'm going to see, I'm gonna mess with that today. I'm gonna see if I can get the Moby Flight installed and see if I can get it to play with the 777 as well. Let's see what that does. Because it sounds like Moby Flight does, you can bind all the keys and stuff and get the lights to work, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oops, I am going the wrong way here. Alright, visual on you there, but I will say that the performance is really good on the 777, which is nice. But they're not rolling with like 8K textures and shit like that, which I think is one of the big problems with any builds and things like that. As much as nice as it looks, it just really kills your frame rate, and sucks up your VRAM. There. Silky, where are you going? Nope.
He drove her away.
He on.
She's turning now. I can see her on the traffic map. Looks like yeah, for some reason it didn't register this first waypoint here for some reason. I can kind of hear you, but it's kind of broken.
There we go.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
But
I was trying to tweak a little bit.
Gotcha.
The headset didn't like it much.
It's
you
like,
know what
no,
they say. Never change a running system.
no. Alright, so we're gonna stay in heading mode. Direct to... Yeah, we're gonna cancel that at the moment. Wait until we get out here a little bit.
Much better. Yep.
Alright, we're gonna Now to yep. Nav. Start making that turn down to 2. Back.
And this morning, I ran and got my MCD.
What is this thing doing?
Yeah, your McDo.
Yeah, got it.
Nice.
Probably got to do a firmware update on it and stuff, but yeah, got it. I'm gonna try it out after we get done here.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me, but I'm gonna
Give the 777
Right.
a go.
well, I know that mine does not work natively with the 777, so I'm gonna have to use probably MobiFlight.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
Yeah, so we'll see. I have to see what all's involved with that, because it might use FSUIPC, and I have mixed
Yeah.
success with FSUIPC.
Yeah. That's-
Sometimes it works, and sometimes it causes lots of lag. So at least it did in 2020. It was problematic at best,
Yeah.
but some
Well,
of the
I
VAs
was
that I
about to
flew with
say
used it.
That's like a FSX freaking software.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that it relies on it. But I think that there's some of the folks that build profiles using MobiFlight utilize FSUIPC for whatever reason. So I don't know. I have to do some digging into it after this to kind of see, because it might be the only way. I don't know if, because the layout between the panels is technically the same. There's just some button differences. Like all the physical locations of the buttons and everything are the same. It's not like trying to use a Boeing flight management computer in an Airbus or vice versa. There's just label differences, which would be the same thing that you'd run into if you were doing like between a 737 NG and the Max. Because I think the Max and the 777 both have the same setup as far as how their flight management computers are laid out. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Can't get rid of the whatever you call that thing that's got all the EFB and camera and weather and all that stuff across the top. the taskbar at the top.
Oh, it's not going away.
No.
Are you in the headset?
Yeah, I'm in the headset. It's not.
Oh,
It is.
that I can't
standing.
help you with.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they put a keybind in here or if they actually meant it to be that way. Yeah, be alright.
Yeah, can't imagine that it would. I mean, normally mouse movement brings it up in 2D sim.
Yeah, yeah. When you scroll up to the top, it pops up. But
Right.
it used to be when they first started, it used to be that the tab key in VR would bring it up.
Gotcha.
But now the tab key in VR brings up the EFB, which you can't do anything with.
Right.
I mean, you can look at it. That's all you can do and close
Right.
it.
Right.
And so I have no idea how to get rid of this thing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find a keybind for it.
Yeah.
I assume that there's a keybind for it somewhere. There has to be.
Yeah. It'll be alright.
I forgot about my fuel again.
I got a visual.
Copy.
guess I'll slack up a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing about 130 indicated currently.
Copy. Get off the flight plan. Yo. Yeah, I'm getting ready to blow your doors off. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I can hear you.
Gonna drop some flaps here. I'm running like 170. I didn't know this thing would go that fast. All right. I'm in about your 5 o'clock.
Copy. It's like the blind spot in the Draco because it canopy goes down so much. Oh, I can see out the back window there. Yeah.
It shows I'm kind of poor around here, aren't I?
Yeah, a little bit. Noticing that as well. It's even in 24 they are not great right here. We got a lot of trees and stuff on the ground. Wow. A lot of pop-in and stuff happening with ground cover too with
Don't have much of trees here. Looks pretty barren here.
I've got lots of trees and stuff covering the ground, but the underlying ground texture is not great, I can tell you that much.
I concur.
Not good at all.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, it is not good.
I was just cranking it up to high to see if it made much difference or not.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those spots.
Yeah. Water and the trees look great. Everything else, nah.
Yeah, I've got a
The trees.
weird thing going on where like I can't tell. I don't think it's bushes, is it? Yeah, I've got a lot of the trees and bushes just kind of like randomly like popping in and out. Like they're just like like it's so weird but it's only in certain spots. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like I'm looking down at the ground and they're just kind of like I guess it's so weird. Like they're just a bunch of like it's not even like whole patches. It's just like intermixed, like little things in and just popping in and out. It's so weird.
To be honest, this looks a little bit like the Sahara, which is not appropriate if you think about it in Alaska.
Yeah. Now the question is it gonna go the right? No, it's not gonna go the right way, is it? Well, it's missing the. So interesting. So it recognizes the tablet recognizes unnamed waypoints, but they don't translate into the avionics. It just skips over them. So in order for the avionics to recognize a waypoint, it has to be named, apparently. Is that what is going on? Because Marsh Lake was recognized. This upcoming Teslin Lake is recognized. Alaska Highway is recognized, but the two
Whoa.
waypoints that are not named do not get pulled into the aircraft avionics. They're just skipped over.
Oh. No way.
What's up, Silky?
Just testing.
Just testing.
Just testing. That's nuts.
A little bit of a barrel change here.
All right, where you at? It's a big mountain. God, this thing is bad. The plane.
Plane.
I was just in like a steep climb corkscrew, man.
No.
And she didn't like budge off of like 125. It stayed there. It's wicked. Mm.
I tried to load my Wellington scenery the other night, and it loads in, but there's an optimization issue there. Well, obviously, hasn't been reviewed for 2020 yet, or 24 yet, but
Yeah.
like it looks great, but yeah, like performance is just horrible. Unless you're crawling around at like 5 miles an hour, then it's fine, but that takeoff roll gets real sketchy. And I decided to, because I was, for some reason, in the beta, you can't, at least in the 737, I don't know if I tried it in any of the other aircraft, but I couldn't change the time. It always reverts to live time. Like they'll let you do it for like 30 seconds maybe, and then you're like sitting there and all of a sudden the time reverts. Like, what? So I was trying to fly somewhere last night and I couldn't get the time to change, so I was like, screw this, I'm gonna go someplace where it's daylight. So I decided to fly down to New Zealand, and so I just did Wellington down to Queenstown for the shits of it. And of course in Wellington there was basically like a typhoon going or whatever the hell. Like it was like
And there's always a typhoon.
it was like 45 mile an hour wind.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was like, oh god. I was like, this
You're
is gonna be
expecting
sketchy.
expecting any moment for the waves to come over top of the freaking runway, right?
Right. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. And yeah, I mean, once I got out of Wellington, like I got decent performance back, but although the climb out to, I mean, it was just horrible, like turbulence, like all the way up to like 38,000 feet. It was bad.
You're around like 150 now?
Hmm?
So you're doing around 150 now?
Ground speed is, yeah, 150. Indicates 130.
Gotcha. See where that ends up. Close to the window, yeah. Better. Yeah. I'm on your 6, about half a mile.
Roger, I have visual. Double checking our. Yeah, I think we'll be okay if we stay with 6,000. I think I'm still safe.
Okay, let's see what this does. Outside. Oof. Yep, not touching it anymore.
Stop touching it.
Yeah, not touching it anymore. It is good.
No touchy.
We are golden. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. See, that sounds okay. Huh. Interesting.
We're about halfway if we want to find a patch of dirt.
Yeah, I mean,
Or we just keep pushing. If no one wants to take a break, we can just keep pushing.
I mean, I can set on autopilot and grab something if I need to. I say there's not really a whole lot of options here that I'm seeing
Yeah, I'm not
in
seeing
the
it.
immediate vicinity.
Especially
Yep.
not for my Bonanza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Why
good with
don't you
staying
would
here
like it
then.
to take me
Okay.
putting it down here somewhere?
Okay. If everyone's got autopilot and is happy to just keep pushing, let's do that.
Yep.
Push
Okay.
on, sure.
That's fine. I think we're okay.
Sounds good.
We might have to climb a little bit here. Not sure. 6,000 should be safe.
I'm at 5,000 and I'm feeling maybe I should climb.
Yeah, I think 5,000 is going to be a little bit low for crossing up here.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to go over this ridge here, and
Yeah.
it's only going to be about 500 feet below my tires, if that. Which way is this wind? Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's like, man, I feel like I'm kind of sliding across this thing sideways, and yeah, I am. At 24 knots, so basically straight across. Let me make these ground textures slightly less shitty with just a little bit of detail added in. Let me throw some cracks and stuff in there if you get really close. That's funny. Okay, so let's see here. Does it recognize? I think it recognizes that one, which would be 3. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Yeah. Yeah, it just does not like it when you don't name a waypoint. That's what the issue seems to be. Hmm.
There we are. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, much better.
Double checking. Again, slight barrow change by about 60 feet. Yeah, I need to kind of work down into this valley a little bit better here. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah, I'm getting pushed all over the place here. Bump, bump, bump. We can switch fuel tanks again.
that doesn't work.
What was that?
Oh, I pulled my headset off for a second and put it back on, and I was like down in the floorboard.
Oh, whoops.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait one. Alright, bam, there we go. Turning.
And burning.
Yep. Yeah, it looks right. Okay, that's good. Wonder what it thinks waypoint 4 is. What is... That's 3. Oh, it's just a ghost waypoint. There's not actually anything there. It's the same. It's weird. Can I delete this one? Yeah. There we go. That might be a little bit sketchy. Should be clear. Front textures are getting a little better.
Really.
It's still pretty bad on your end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's, I
it
mean, it's
reminds
not
me of Canada.
great.
Reminds me of Canada.
Yeah, that was bad. Canada was just crap. At least the eastern part, northeastern part,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was just horrible. You keeping those hills on your left there, Wolf?
Roger. Yeah, so I'll be coming up to this. Got like a little peak coming up in front of me.
I see.
At
I
the
got visual. I got visual now.
copy. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're mostly clear through here. So I'm just gonna kind of stay with what I've got. I don't know. It feels like I'm not gonna be high enough further up here, but well, looking at the looking at this virtual here, looks like I'll be just above it, but it's gonna be close. Why do we need to pull out the right tank? Ooh.
I saw that.
Got a little bit bumpy there.
Yeah, it looks like you had a bit of an updraft there.
Yep. Which is making me a little bit nervous for this bit coming up here. It's gonna be, like I
Oh
said,
my
it's gonna
god, that looks so good.
be a little bit close here.
I'm okay
Yeah,
at
son.
You're okay at 6,000?
7,000.
No, yeah, 7,000. I would definitely expect that. Although wind's at my tail, so if anything, I should catch an updraft coming over this. So we'll see. Yep. Oh, maybe. Felt like I was getting a bit of an updraft there. Let's see. Watching my vertical speed here. So, can you get in um any sort of wake turbulence or anything back there behind me, or no?
Nope, I'm 500 feet above you there.
Oh, okay. Roger. I was just curious because that's supposed to be
A thing.
implemented now. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least in the beta it is, but I was just curious. Yeah, I just passed over the top of the ridge there, close enough to count pine needles. So yeah, it will be good. We'll be good. Oh, who's messaging me now? Jesus Christ. Woo! Yeah, there was some lift right there. That was a good one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep, definitely some lift off of that. Still got about almost 30 knots on the tail here. I haven't changed my throttle settings and it's bumped me a good 15 knots.
Yeah, I was gonna say you must be up around 165. So
Yep, 165 indicated or ground speed. Yeah, still tell me about 129, 130 indicated. But yeah, ground
hmm.
speed's definitely picked up.
Hmm. That's awesome. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, let's see here.
Fuck's sake. I just forgot to switch the fuel tanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Oof. Like looking out Looking out here, I'm like, oh man, these textures are bad. Remove what? Hmm. It looks like I'll be okay. I can drop the EFB now. Here we go. On to the last waypoint.
Yep, I just passed it on the final leg.
Yeah, Roger. 38 miles.
Yep.
Watson Lake.
What's it like?
Oh, I'm actually ahead of you. I'm 28 miles out.
Roger. Interesting.
Nice stretch of highway and do a little touch and go and terrorize the motorists.
Yeah. Yeah, it is very low res for me. Random rock out in the middle of nowhere. The hell, man? Thing's massive.
What is?
Wonder if that's just a terrain spike or some weird shit. Let's see. If be roughly heading maybe 040 from where we currently are at. Just have a random hill. Sounds like everything's flat out here, and then there's just like a big ass like spike rock, right?
I think it's
Only, yeah, it's probably only like,
Oh wait,
you see it?
no, it was just a.
No.
Oh yes, I do. I do see it.
Yeah, just off to the left. There.
Yep. Yeah.
No, weird.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, I got a visual on it.
Roger.
Mm.
What we got?
The Great Pyramid of Watson Lake.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Looks like Silky crashed out. Was a little bit too aggressive on the overclock or whatever. So she went
In the heat of the
down
moment.
in
Yeah,
the heat of the moment.
in the heat of the moment. Yeah, it seems every time I have to update my AMD drivers for my vid card, I have to reset my parameters for my fans. I've never had no issue,
Yeah.
but I always have a bit once it reaches a certain over 80 uh, in the temperature range, mine seems to run hot, but I'm at 100% in the fan speed. So
Yeah, Roger. I don't know what mine's running at. Maybe I just basically just watch the temperatures on mine.
yeah, I do once in a while. There, this last year I put a cooler on my chip, my processor chip, and that seemed to help a lot.
Yeah.
Got to keep things cool. And the year before that, took everything apart and cleaned all the paste and put new paste on things.
Yeah, it's a good idea to do every so often.
Yeah, get that heat transferred.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing coming from. It's weird. Yeah, what the hell? Right back. I just get a. Oh no, I was in a cloud. Or did I get a weather change? Oh yeah, I did get a weather change while I stepped away. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna get below this. Yeah, I know. Hmm.
Elevation of the field.
Mm,
I would say something like 4,000.
2253 is the elevation.
Okay.
Okay.
Runway length 5501.
Yeah, visual.
Are you in the Beaver, Tom?
Twin Otter.
Twin Otter. Nice. I'm ready to go back to bed.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Isn't it morning
Especially.
for you?
Yes. Well, it's noon almost.
Okay.
I can't breathe. My eyes are red and itchy, and I just want to die.
Yeah, I get that.
Field in sight.
Guessing that the wind is gonna be
Straight
probably.
in.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to kind of swing around and make a left base.
Jesus Christ, the wind.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got 20 knots on the tail here. And I'm at 4,100 feet.
I'm just getting a lot of crosswinds, gusting.
Yeah, this is like a crossing
Big
tail.
flat
Just
cloud
passed
over the field.
3.5 and the wind is still 20 knots.
Great. Yeah, I don't expect it to let up too much here. Why does that do that? Jesus. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be blowing pretty good coming down the runway, so looking for the sock to see what it's doing down there. Oh yeah, she's straight out. Yep. Yep. It is straight out. So,
That's the pedals.
yeah.
Next week's flight is ultra boring. It is one straight line and it's about 250 miles.
So something fast.
Then
But with
fat.
autopilot and restricted view.
I believe it's 250. It might be just 200, but still, it's one straight line.
Roger.
If I had added it to today's flight plan, we would have been doing a 400-mile flight, so I did not add it to the flight plan.
Gotcha.
Okay. And much appreciated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be crawling into this final with this wind. Oh yeah.
It looks like
Rounds.
there's 8 208 caravans on the ramp here.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ground speed is like under 40. Oh my god, look at that sock, dude. Get down. Wow. Easy, easy, easy. Oh man, dude, it just taxiing around. It wants to take back off. Wow.
Yep.
I don't even have flaps out. Fire down.
Yeah, with an extra concrete look.
Yeah, right. Jeez. Wow.
It is crazy.
I think my prop's still spinning from itself just because of the wind.
Yeah, I don't doubt
Switched on
that.
the engine and everything, and still spinning lazily.
Yeah, it is a little breezy. All right, good deal. And we will finish this one out. Well, good flight, everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks for
Beautiful.
flying.
Put it on the sheet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's on the sheet. 21. Amazing. Time flies.
Yeah, that does.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Okay, peeps, have a great week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take care.
You as well. Catch you on the next one.
Copy that. Catch you
See you,
later.
Rod.
See ya,
Later.
bud.